Oh, great Cahoots, please share with me your boundless riches. Please. You know what? I'll take it. Welcome back, everybody, to Monster Hunter Rise. I look a little different, don't I? Yeah, I decided to try and mix and match some armors, just to kind of switch it up a little bit because we've had the Aknasam armor and a few other things for the long time. So I figured it was time to try something a little bit different. We got the Volfango mask on. I have a lot of the Death Stench gear, and then I have the Renambra belt on to kind of tie it together a little bit. I think it looks pretty cool, honestly. And we end up getting some cool skills here. We get rapid morph and critical chance and stuff, which is actually pretty nice for the weapon I want to show off. So let me head over to training. Okay, so we're here. Today, we're taking a look at the Switch Axe, which is probably my favorite weapon in the entire game. I've been waiting a long time to play it. Let me just double check quick. Okay. We'll start with the original Switch skill first. I'll get to it. So, the Switch Axe is pretty simple on the face of it. Oh, wait, I don't want to ride. Why I do that? Um, it's pretty simple on the face of it. So, take it out, and you're an axe. Your attacks have pretty wide range, and you're actually, pretty fast overall. But if you hit the right trigger, you will morph into your sword form, and depending on which of these you have, you start to build up an effect that is related to the file type of your axe. So, in this case, I have a paralysis axe, but you'll get things that are other elements or exhaust, which can make enemies like tired more easily and stuff. So you always see that whenever you're crafting the weapon to kind of see. And yeah, but I'm using the assault axe. Excuse me, the assault axe, which is made from Baroth. Actually, if you can kind of tell with his ridges, I guess, kind of looks cool. But for the most part, it has some pretty basic things like Wild Swing is kind of interesting because you can kind of just do this forever, but it takes your stamina, which most weapons don't really do. You can do Heavy Slam after, which does a lot of damage, and then you got this Rising Slash if you do both attacks at the same time, and it works out pretty well. And so you notice we fill up that little meter on the axe thing there, and if we transform, we're now in blade form, and we start expending that meter as we attack, but we're also filling up this other meter. And once the whole thing is filled up and the whole thing starts to glow like this, we can do our strongest option, which is the element discharge. You hit the monster, you latch onto a part, and you do the zero sum discharge finisher, which does a lot of damage. But you'll notice I'm below that little chunk, that little threshold. So if we hit ZR again, we'll reload that file, and then we're back in action. And then your axe form is actually powered up for a short time once you filled up that other meter in sword form. So it's really a weapon that asks you to bounce back and forth between these different versions pretty often. Something to note about the sword, it's really strong, but oh, this is just the normal element discharge if you don't have it fully charged up. And then we can also just build this up by attacking again if you don't want to just charge it up the normal way, or actually, or can you? Yeah, you can. It takes a long time, but you can eventually just do that and then just transform immediately if you want. And yeah, you're going to be constantly kind of bouncing back and forth. And if you can help it, you don't want to have your thing constantly like depleted so you can't recharge it. Otherwise, it just becomes less, just more cumbersome. You're leaving yourself open. You don't have to worry about like having like an ammo count or anything, which is nice. But yeah, you do have to worry about kind of reloading it alongside like sharpening and stuff too. I just love the zero sum finisher. It's really really fun. But that does a lot of damage, but also takes a lot of sharpness away. So we'll have to be careful there. There's a few different like combos you can do. If you can actually go. So we actually go into sword mode immediately. So we'll do the well, here actually I have to let me charge this up again. So yeah, you're stuck for a long time. So we can do the wild swing, X, and then the rising slash, and you're already in sword form. So you can kind of just hit that mid combo in some cases too, which is nice. And the thing about the sword mode is that it actually like ignores the monster's hardness, and you can't be deflected off, I think, in most cases. So it's a great way to hit really tough parts of a monster. Like, for example, Basarios, his tail is really easy to cut off with the switch axe in blade form, which is pretty cool. So that's the basics of the weapon. It's pretty simple. Like, it's a little extra maintenance because you swap between two forms, but it's really not that bad. You know? And yeah, there's a few different moves you can do, like fade slash to like kind of move around and stuff, but it's pretty basic. As far as our big skills here, our silk binds, invincible gambit is the default one, and you are invincible as you activate it and move forward. So it's a great way to kind of intercept attacks, which is nice. Hits pretty hard, but it only takes one bug, so that's pretty good. And then our other one, I think our other one takes two, so let's wait for that to recharge. But yeah, you end up for your level 2. Well, actually, here, let me just kind of expend a bunch of meter quick, and you'll see what I'm doing here. Because the other silk bind we can do actually gives us more of this meter back. Let me just kind of do the element discharge here. That should use up a lot. So now we're below the average, but if I do this, we do switch charger, which gives us a bunch of the meter back, which is really nice. And it actually takes us out of that threshold, so we can just avoid having to recharge. It only takes one, so it's actually not that bad. It does take a bit to come back. Oh wait, here, I want to show this off. So depending on where you do the zero sum, well, I don't want to go on there. Don't do that one. I want to do it in the face. Please. There we go. So you can hop on the monster's face and stuff. It kind of just depends where you hit them. But that's pretty cool. So that's a neat way to, mess around and get around the weakness of having to constantly charge stuff. But our switch skill, we can go from, okay, you're not invincible, you just can't be knocked down, just for, to be aware. With Soaring Wyvern Blade, though, it's a bit different, and it lets you do some cool stuff. So we'll get this ready here. So Soaring Wyvern Blade is just a aerial attack. You launch into the air, which is pretty neat, and it does a delayed explosion, which is pretty cool. But it does not do anything if we hit the A button. It looks like, but if we build my stuff up all the way here, we can do an extra little thing here. So we can do our element discharge here, and while we're in mid-air, we can just do advancing slash and kind of get back in there and do extra damage, which is, I think, just really, really cool. And then we can still have access to the switch charger to just kind of stay in our powered up form all the time. So yeah, I really like Switch Axe. I think it's a decent weapon to start out as a beginner, but it's also just pretty good no matter where you are. And with Rapid Morph, we switch a lot faster mid-combo and stuff with this armor set, so I think it works out pretty well. But without any further ado, let's see what our quarry is going to be today. Okay, so I thought about who I wanted to fight, and I think we're going to go with Somnacanth. It's a new monster. We may as well show it off before we graduate to the next set here. So I'm going to make sure I'm prepared, and I will see you there.
A miraculous spring, clear as children's song. Deep runs its stream, sleep and serpentine destruction.
Sophoric Siren Somnacanth. Oh no. There we are. So, I'm trying to think if Somnacanth is based off of a particular, like, yokai. Because it seems very much like a siren. Just a traditional, it sings and puts you to sleep kind of thing. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else specifically to Japanese mythology that this would fit. Probably is, I just can't think of it. But, you know, what are you going to do? But yeah, Somnacanth is cool. It's an interesting monster. We'll see more when we actually get to, you know, fight it straight up. But it's kind of a weird mix of like a sea serpent and an otter, and also like a mermaid. It's a cool thing. And give me that. I don't think we'll need this escargot, but we'll take it. I don't know if I ever showed that off on. I must have shown that off on camera at least once. You heal when you place that down. We'll probably see it at some point. I just noticed looking at this thing, I only have yellow sharpness, which isn't as much of an issue since we have the blade mode to kind of take care of that, but might be a little annoying at this point in the game here. Okay, we'll get this time. And we will get another boost. And I think we're pretty much good here. Somnacanth is right there. Let's say hello. How's it going, girl? Oh, did the lantern bug protect me from the roar even though it did no damage? That's kind of funny. So this thing likes to whip around a lot. And hits you with a sleeping mist that will put you to sleep. But thankfully my buddies helped me out there. And yet, just like with... Ooh. You hit pretty hard there. Alright, let's just use that. Like with Boggy, you know, sleep kind of makes up for not being the strongest monster out there. Oh, she's fighting the Renamra. So we gotta be kind of careful as we approach here, as she likes to zip around a lot. She can shoot out, like, the quills on her hair, I guess. This move is not that hard to avoid, like I got hit by it earlier, because she just does it straight ahead right now. I probably shouldn't do this. Alright, I'll take that. I didn't get punished too badly. No, I probably should have switched back. Oh, I just missed that entirely. How about that? Let's go back to put this away. And yeah, she's just kind of just stuck in one direction, and she does that. Like, it's not really that good. We already broke her tail, it looks like. Which, you know, monster, village monster. That would not happen in the normal quest. And yeah, she's going to try and get us, but we can waterfall pretty well there. And she's very much like an otter now on her back, which I think is just kind of a fun design. And, let's see what she can do. So now she's going to start switching the sleep mist back and forth. So now it's actually got a little bit more of a threat to it. Okay. We can... I'm going to just... Oh, you put some sleep mist down, but then you're fidgeting and I can't get to you. That's annoying. Well, I didn't mean to do that either. That's fine. I feel like she's not going to last very long with how far we are in the game here. Ooh, body slam. That actually hit pretty hard. I wonder if I'm going to paralyze her yet. You're going to probably run by now, right? Yeah, she's going to leave. That's fine. That wasn't too bad here. Let's use the escargot here. And we can sharpen while we heal. Yeah, I feel like of all the new monsters, Somnacanth is just not really... Like, it's an interesting monster, it's just not that threatening. Like, sleep is you know, it's not the best task to get hit by, but it's not really that hard to avoid, much like with the Boggy, so... Probably could be a little better. Here, let's grab you. Because I want to complete that endemic helper thing. And we'll get this while we're here. But I know she's behind me over there. Alright, we got the Thunder Beetle ready. Let's go say hello. You didn't think you could get away from me, did ya? Okay, we gotta be a little more serious. So I want to actually show this up, but of course she's gonna roar. Any monster with a stunning roar is, you know, a little more of a problem than others. You're gonna do body slam? Nope, you're gonna sleep mist. Okay, that's fine. Those little arrows on the HUD there kind of like dictate that I'm doing. Oh, am I stunned her? Not quite. I think it means that I build up my meter a little faster. Let's see what she's gonna do first here. Oh, speaking of Boggy, Boggy's actually here. Oh, and you made her go to sleep. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to surround here in a second. Okay. Let's just immediately just change targets, I guess. Alright, Boggy. Let's put her to sleep, I suppose. Which, I'm a little annoyed that I might put her to sleep and I won't know how to... I won't have a strong enough move to hit her with if my power-up runs out, which it's already going to run out. It is what it is. Yeah. Alright, well, so she's going to fall asleep. So I guess my best option... I don't know. I think I broke her fin. I don't know if I broke her face. So here's what we're going to do. Let me make sure I position this correctly. This... Duh, 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 duh. Okay, we're not... Ooh. Not quite close enough. I think we can get it here. Bam! 90 damage. That's not bad. And then we can go a little nuts with our sword here. Almost got this build up all the way. There we go. We'll hop on her. And then do this move for a little extra. And she's almost dead with that, too, actually. Is she running away? Not quite. Oh, she's got a clam out, which can be a flash bomb, but we were pretty far away from it, so it didn't do anything. She can pull out random, like, clams and smack them on her belly like an otter, which is just kind of cute. Oh, I missed that. Oh, I got hit with Water Blight. So now she does a different move. She's doing her siren song. She's going to send out a wave of sleep, which we can just kind of jump over, which is kind of cool. So we actually can use some platforming for once. Oh, I got hit anyway. She must have thrown another one down or something. And we can just kind of jump over this one too, I think. Or not. Well, we do have... Oh, you can just hit me. That's fine too. I could have used... I have some energy drinks, but... That's fine too. Ow. And she always has those little claps before she knocks down, which is kind of funny. Oh, wow. What a great way to kill her. That was funny. And just like that, that was a really short hunt. Well, yeah, I don't think Somnacanth is that strong. I think it's a cool monster. It's just not very difficult for this part of the game. Like, part of me wonders why they even brought Great Boggy back. If they were just going to introduce another sleep monster. We got some dust. That's cool. Can I get another helper before the time limit runs out so I can get that mission? That'd be cool. Surely somewhere I can grab something. I think there's another... there has to be something in here. I think there's another lantern bug in the cave system, which we didn't even get to go to. I'm pretty sure she goes here for her, like, nest to sleep. I don't think we're going to have time. I picked the wrong system, I think. Oh well. I tried. I ran away from the scene of the crime. Good job, Pigman. What is his name in Demon Slayer? Is Animaru? Ooh, we got a lot of dust from that, actually. That's probably going to be really useful for stuff later. 8 minutes. That was pretty quick. That might be the quickest one. I'll have to go back and check. Hunter. The rampage is returned. Oh, no. Magdamal's ugly faces among the horde. Oh, really? It's our final... It's the final countdown? Really? Okay, well, let's go see what Hinoa has to say. This seems a little sudden. Okay. I mean, if you guys are gonna do the Rampage quest, that's fine. I'd much rather fight Magnamalo instead. So, that's our urgent. We gotta hunt Magnamalo. But, well, something tells me it's not gonna be that straightforward. But you know how I roll by this point. Next video, we're gonna take on Barryoth here. Because, yeah, I want to get that out of the way before we fight Magnamalo. So I'm gonna delay this amazing climax just a bit longer. You can see I also have to fight him as the hub quest, which is a whole 2 stars ahead of where we are in Village, which is just weird. Which should probably tell you something about how this fight's probably gonna go. But we'll save that for what 2 videos from now. I don't want to give it away. So oh yeah, I'm trying to sign off as if we don't have stuff we can look at. Let's see what we can make with Somnacanth here. I want to say probably a sword and shield, maybe. Um, and if not that, then I guess not. What about dual blades? Yeah, we get a nice sleep pair right there. That looks kind of cool. Frilled claw. And then, what a hunting horn? Oh yeah, there we go. There's one right there. The frilled flute. We would get attack up, earplugs, and defense up, which would be kind of nice for Somnacanth. And so on and so forth. You can probably guess what else we'll get. What about armor, though? So Somnacanth kind of goes for this, like, I don't know, exotic kind of, like, I don't know if I would say belly dancer kind of look. I think the female armor is more like that, but you look very fishy. You look strangely attractive for a fishman right here. We get a sleep attack boost, divine blessing, and bombardier, which is actually pretty nice. Not terrible armor. What about our buds? Something tells me this will be very cute. Oh yeah, there we go. That's like an old school witch actually. That's kind of cute. And then the dog. The dog is just like much more of like a mermaid kind of looking thing, which looks cool. Don't get me wrong. Chloe's rocking the hair, I think. And yeah, I guess we can check the hunter's notes too. Let's see. Anything else I forgot about? Also in water, moves about as it pleases, but doesn't bear so well on land, so draw it out to shore for an easy hunt, which we didn't really get to do in this fight, which is fine. Use a wire bug to leap away from it in position for counterattack, which we did, so there we go. It is completely immune to sleep, so good thing we didn't even try, but it's pretty much you can hit with almost anything else. And it looks like we got at least one of everything from what we can get for it, I think, for the most part. At least the unique stuff. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So, I guess we can leave that there. Next time on Monster Hunter Rise, I will take out the other remaining quests before we finally get some comeuppance and take on Magnamalo. I'm sure that will go super, super well. So until then, I'm gonna mess around here. Let's do a cutesy pose. Oh god, no. That was that was terrible. Chloe, you can't be doing that to people. Okay, wait, okay, I can save this. Chloe, you're kind of ruining it for me. I hate to say. Okay, we're gonna have to. Let's try something else. Oh no, it's all ruined. Let's just end. What about normal cutesy pose? Aw, look how demure I am. There we go. So say goodbye to this demure hog, and I will see you guys next time. See you later.